Hello students, welcome in ninth Maths Part 2. We have studied basic concepts in geometry. In this geometry, we have studied some measurements taking for construction of angle, triangle, etc. But in this year, you are going to study some geometrical statements. These are conditional statements and conversion. The statement which can be written in the if then form are called as a conditional statement. Then the part of statement follows if is called as an antecedent and the part follows then is called as a consequent. We'll take one example for this con conditional statement, that is the diagonal of rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. In this, the statement is that the diagonal of the rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. Then see here, the statement can be written in the condition of if the given quadrilateral is a rhombus, then its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. In this, if the antecedent and consequent is given, conditional statements are interchanged so that the result statement is conversion of the given statement. Above statement is converted, alternated, this antecedent and the consequent. So that conditional statement we are going to see here, if the quadrilateral is a rhombus, then its diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other. So that conversion is that if the diagonal of quadrilateral are perpendicular bisector of each other, then it is a rhombus. It is conditional statement. So that, see here, if a number is prime number, then it is even or odd. Conversion of this is that if a number is even or odd, then it is a prime number. In this example, the statement is true, but conversion is false. So that property is supposed to be true if it is then can be proved logically. It is called as a theorem. In some properties, we are going to prove that with logically. That is called theorem. And we in this year we are going to study theorem. The logic argument made to prove the theorem is called as a proof. Then when we are going to prove that conditional statement is true, it is a antecedent is called as a given part and the consequent is called as the part to be proved. There are two types of proofs, that is direct and indirect. Here we are going to prove that when we have studied many properties of an angle, triangle and quadrilateral through activities, is taking measurements. Though the activities, the properties proved logically are called as a theorem. Some of the Euclid postulates are given below. Means he has added some his thoughts and those are proved and those are actually proved. The one is that there are infinite lines passes through a point. Then next is there is one and only one line passes through 2 points. The third is a circle of a given radius can be drawn taking a point as it is a center. Then fourth is all right angles are congruent with each other because right angles measure is 90 degree. Then next is if a two interior angles formed on one side of the transversal of two lines add up to the less than two right angles, then the line produced in that direction. And next is that we are going to prove that let us give a direct proof of the property of angle made by two intersecting lines. Theorem is that the opposite angles formed by two intersecting lines are of equal measure. Then what is given? Line AB and line CD intersects at a point O such that O is in between A and B and next O in between C and D. See here we are going to prove that statement angle AOC is equal to angle BOD and second is angle BOC is equal to angle AOD. See here two opposite angles AOC is its measure is equal to BOC. So that we are going to add this here AOC and BOC. It makes a angle of linear pair. This is if we go for this AOC plus BOC, it will form a linear pair. Then next, this is equation 1. And in equation 2, we are going to study angle BOC and angle DOC. Here it is given, and this is also from here to here, it will form a linear pair. So that this equation 1 and from 2, see that BOC for right hand side and even for left side BOC is there. Here right side BOC angle is there and here left side also is there. It gets cancelled. What is remain? AOC is equal to here BOD. So that similarly it can be proved second statement that is BOC is equal to AOC. You have to say this statement, otherwise we will not get full marks. For this statement it gets 1 mark, so that we have to write it. Next, indirect proof statement. Here prime numbers greater than 2 is odd. Conditional statement is that if a p is a prime number greater than 2, then it is odd. So that given is p is a prime number greater than 2, that is 1 and p are the only divisor of p. The next is to prove that p is a odd number. So proof is that let us suppose that is not an odd number. Then so p is a number and a device of p is 2. But it is given that p is a prime number greater than 2 given and 1 and p are the only divisor of p. So statement 1 and 2 are the condition contrary and the assumption that is p is not odd, it is a false. This proves that prime numbers greater than 2 is odd. Thank you.